And this is indeed a live look at Rich Stadium in Buffalo, where tonight we do something different. As we wait to restart our 1986 replay, we play one for my dad, who left us much too soon 3 years ago this evening, as a matter of fact. Tonight we feature the team of his youth against the team of his adulthood. We feature the 1963 Cleveland Browns and Jim Brown, who we always swore was the best football player he ever saw, well, at least on the offense, against that 1990 Buffalo Bills team, which should have won a Super Bowl, but fell oh so short. It is never a gimme from 47 yards on grass. It is a cold winter day in Orchard Park, New York, 23 degrees. It will not snow, but the wind is out there around 10 miles an hour, and Cleveland, who won the toss, will get the kickoff. No musical openings or graphics or anything like that. My name is Ron Juckett, and this is indeed a Retro Sports Network special presentation. We've done these a couple times since he passed away, but for whatever reason this particular year, maybe because he would have been 70 in about 3 weeks, this one kind of stings a bit more. And when I saw that the anniversary or the 5th was coming up on a Tuesday, I knew that I didn't want to sit and do a noon game anyway and pretend that life was all hunky-dory. I wanted to do something special for him, and so I sat there, and before we had the problems with the replay last night and looked at the schedule and go, oh, there's only one game I want to do for week whatever I'm at anyway, so this is just kind of, for him. Dad grew up in Fredonia, New York for many years, which was the training camp home of the Buffalo Bills. And we went once. We went out in 85. I'll tell a little bit about that story as we go on. In fact, some of the players I watched in that training camp session are playing in this game, but not Vince Ferragamo. Before the Bills became the Bills, of course, the predominant team in Western New York and northwestern Pennsylvania and all of Ohio, of course, was the Cleveland Browns. He lived outside the blackout zone, so if he chose to watch the National Football League in the late 50s, the Browns were always there. And, of course, Jim Brown was the Brown. And this particular year, I picked 1963 because it's the year that Jim Brown ran for 1,800 yards in 14 games. Up until O.J. Simpson broke the 2,000-yard barrier in 1973, this was the standard that all running backs had to follow. If O.J. ever played on a good team with Buffalo, we would have done that. He loved the juice, and of course, you know what happened with O.J., but that doesn't take away from any of the abilities of that electric company line and all that. So, we got a good one for you. I'll share a couple pictures with you at the half. And so it will be the 1990 Buffalo Bills hosting the Cleveland Browns in a tribute to Dad. And we say hello. And if you want to say hi, go right ahead. So Buffalo has lost it. Cleveland has won the toss. We are playing with 1990 rules. So if this game does finish regulation in a tie, Philip Reynolds says, go Browns. We will play overtime, but we could have a tie. And I have pictures of my sisters a picture of my sisters that you'll see. You can't kiss them. Green is back deep to return for Cleveland. He stands out as 9. The turf in Buffalo is never that green. Not even today, it's never that green. Scales and Shorter stand at their 16. And we are ready to go. Scott Norwood blows on his hand. Thankfully, he's wearing shoes. And we are underway. It'll be taken by an up at the 15 across the 20. And Cleveland will set up at the 32. Mark Kelso with a tackle, a 17-yard return on by Charlie Scales. And so Blanton Collier, who is the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, will bring his offense out. Frank Ryan is your quarterback, a good one. He took the Browns to the championship game in 1964. Jim Brown You know all about him. He's the primary back. He will see a lot of football. Usually covered in white stuff is right. Ernie Green from Syracuse is his fullback. The flanker is Gary Collins, and that's not the one that hosted Our Magazine, by the way. I was disappointed when I realized that because I never liked Our Magazine. The tight end is Johnny Brewer. Look at those crew cuts, you know. And the split end is Rich Kreitling. We'll meet the Brown line in a moment. Trap left for Jim Brown from the 32. Gets the handoff. 35-40. First down over midfield. 40. He is hit by Jackson at the 38. John Wooten with the big block, and Kirby Jackson made the tackle. So what a start. Jim Brown running down the crown of the field towards the near or far sideline gets a gain of 30. Dick Shifrath is your left tackle. Guess what? He can block. John Wooten made that block. He's your left guard. John Morrow will snap the football. He's a center. Gene Hickerson is the right guard. And John Brown is the right tackle. Off tackle left again to Jim Brown from the 38. He is hit by Bentley at the 37. It'll be 2nd and 9. Buffalo plays a 3-4, and that was Ray Bentley on the stop. Bruce Smith is the left defensive end. Jeff Wright plays the tackle. And Leon Seals is the right defensive end. Darrell Talley, the left outside linebacker. Shane Conlon from Penn State is the left middle linebacker. The right inside linebacker is Ray Bentley. He just made that tackle. Cornelius Bennett is the right outside linebacker. Dad loved him. Nate Odom is your left corner. Kirby Jackson is your right corner. The safeties, Leonard Smith is your free safety. And Mark Kelso is your strong safety. 2nd and 9. Trap right to Ernie Green from the 37. He is hit by Darrell Talley at the 34, a gain of 3. And even on 3rd and 6, Cleveland's going to have to go to the air for the first time. So Collins and Kreitling are your wide receivers. And Brewer, as I said, your tight end. Collins on a medium slant. Ryan to throw. He rolls around, and that is broken up by Williams, incomplete. And it'll be 4th and 6. And from the Buffalo 34, with the goal post back on the end line and not on the goal line, Lou Groza says, that's a bridge too far for me. Wide left my butt. So Cleveland will actually do a poochie. Gary Collins is the punter. And he'll try to pooch this one down the sideline, and it rolls out well, there's a flag down. It rolls out at the 5, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Injuries, by the way, are shut off for this. We did not touch the penalties. So Buffalo takes over deep in their own territory, 12-28 first quarter on their own 5. Jim Kelly, the quarterback, and we hope that Jim continues to be in good health. Kenneth Davis is the fullback, and Thurman Thomas is the primary back. The split of the flanker is Andre Reed. James Lofton is the split end, and Keith McKellar starts the game at tight end. 1st and 10. Trap right for Thomas from the 5. He gets a block. He gets it to the 9 before Houston makes the stop. That's Jim Houston. Let's meet the Buffalo line. It's a good one. Howard Ballard is the left tackle. No relation to Flo. Jim Richer is the left guard. Kent Hull is a 10 at center. John Davis is the right guard. And Will Wolford, not Will Wheaton, is the right tackle. 2nd and 6. Thomas in the flat from the 9. Goes to the far sidelines. Got it at the 5. 10. He gets a first down. Houston makes the tackle at the 16. Give him 7. And a first down for Buffalo. From now 11.5 to go first quarter. Cleveland plays a 4-3. Bill Glass, the left defensive end. Frank Parker, the left tackle. Bob Gain is the right tackle. Nice hairline, Bob. And Paul Wiggin is the right end. Galen Fiss is the left outside linebacker. Vince Costello is the inside linebacker. And on the right side, Jim Houston. Corners are good. Bernie Parrish on the left. And Ross Fitchner on the right. Parrish is on Andre Reed. The safeties are okay. Larry Benz, wonder if he drives a Mercedes. And Jim Schaffner is the other defensive back. 1st and 10 from the 16. Short slant to James Lofton. Kelly to throw. He has time. He checks it down to a running back. Fish will tackle Davis at the 18. Give him 3. And 2nd and 7 for the Bills. So Thomas this time will take one on the ground. And he'll try a sweep to the far side from the 19. Across the 20. Parker with the tackle at the 22, and it'll be 3rd down and 4. Buffalo, as you know, won the American Football Conference in 1990. Cleveland missed the playoffs in 1963, I think. I know that the Giants won the Eastern Division, and the Chicago Bears would win the NFL. They would win the Western Conference and then beat the Giants in the championship game. But I can't remember, of course I wasn't alive yet, whether or not the Browns forced a playoff game with the Giants or not. I know they did in 58. 3rd and 4. This time he's going to try a short slant to Keith McKellar. Kelly back to throw. Cleveland blitzes. He dumps it down, this time to Thurman Thomas, who crosses the 30, hit by Galen Fiss at the 31, a gain of 9. And 1st and 10, not unless it's pink. I have no idea what you're talking about. So 1st and 10 for the Bills on their own 31. 5-play drive so far. Thomas will take a pitch to the near side, or the far side rather, waits for a block across the 35. Parker with a hit at the 38, gain of 7, and 2nd and 3. If Buffalo is going to have success this evening, they need a good one from Thurman Thomas. Frank Parker with the tackle. Kenneth Davis will try a fullback dive from the 38, and he tries to get close. He does. Houston with a tackle. It's a 1st down, and it's 1st and 10. The Browns doubled Andre Reed, and Davis got the necessary 3. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. 7:44. Clock running first quarter. No score. This time Kelly's going to throw again on 1st down. 3 of 3 for 19 yards. Medium slant to Andre Reed. Kelly looks around the pocket, throws into nope, they didn't double it. Parrish, however, got a hand on it, and so did Jim Houston. Or it could be Houston as far as I know. 2nd and 10. For the Bills, 7:02, clock stopped. One of the remarkable things about Ridge Stadium is that for drainage purposes, there was one tremendous crown in the middle of the field. You literally could be where Jim Kelly is now and not see the feet, or if you were in where the wide receivers are, if you sat where Kelly was, you literally could not see the feet of his wide receivers. That's how much the crown was. This time he's going to go to Lofton on a short hitch. 2nd and 10. Lofton's got it. He's going to get a 1st down. Fitchner makes a tackle across midfield, a gain of 12, and the Bills will have a 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 47. 6:50 clock running. So the Bills Super Bowl season against the Giants. No, I actually rooted for the Bills. I didn't become a Giant fan until I was older. I rooted for the Bengals as a kid. And in fact, I thought about doing the '88 championship game between Cincinnati and Buffalo, but I wanted to make sure that he'd be happy either way. So they weren't. I was happy, I wasn't disappointed the Giants won. But Scott Norwood took way too much crap from people for missing that field goal at the gun. 47 on grass for a championship is not a gimme. Thomas. Trap left from the 47. Gets a block across the 45. The ball is loose. And Ballard, the tight end, not the tight end, the tackle picked it up. Benz forced the fumble, made the tackle, and Ballard will grab it. Here it is again. So 2nd and 5, 6 minutes to go, and clock running first quarter. 42-yard line, long drive for the Bills. 11th play coming up. Davis, trap right. 2nd and 5 from the 42. First down and more across the 30, 20, 10. Cuts inside. Touchdown. Kenneth Davis got a tremendous block and scores. And Buffalo, thanks to the center Kent Hall, has a 6-0 lead. 11 plays, 95 yards. 7-16. What a run by Davis. He cuts outside at the 20, then cuts back inside at the 10, and ran all the way through. And the Bills get first blood. Norwood's extra point. It's up. It's almost wide left. 5:12 to go in the first quarter. It's a bug crawling around. Buffalo 7, Cleveland nothing. Dale Lonsdale, how are you? You can't go for 2. Not in 1990. You can't go for 2. So once again, it's Green back deep at the 10. Scales and Shorter the Upman. And Norwood booms it short to Green at the 15. He takes it across the 30. Munger with a tackle at the 33. 1st and 10 for Cleveland. 5:03 to go. So good field position for the Browns. They trail 7-0. Jim Brown, trap left from the 33. He's hit by Shane Conlon at the 34. So a gain of 1. Glad you're doing great, Dale. Nice to have you along. So Ryan is going to go to the air. Medium slant to Kreitling. Ryan looks, throws. Kreitling's got it midfield. He's hit by Bentley at the 40. A gain of 26. So Ray Bentley, Bills were playing for the run. They were keying on the Jim Brown. Not a surprise. And Ryan had Kreitling open. So 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 40. Now we'll ground and pound with Brown. He'll try a sweep to the right side. Near side for you from the 40. Gets it to the 36. Seals with a tackle. It's a gain of 4. First tackle for Seals. 2nd and 6. So you're going to see some offense here. What a run by Kenneth Davis. I'm a little slow. I just figured, no, this is not an 86 replay game. This is a tribute game to my dad who passed away 3 years ago tonight. He was a huge Buffalo Bills fan. We'll share a couple pictures at halftime. And so he was a big Jim Brown fan, and he just loved the Bills. So we're doing this for him. The 86 replay is kind of on hiatus. If you want to know why, you can go watch the video I did live last night, and I am still not a happy camper. 2nd and 6 for the Browns. You don't think Jim Brown played in 1986, huh? Ernie Green. Trap left from the 36. First down across the 30 to the 20. He's dragging tacklers with him, and Bruce Smith, Leonard Smith, finally made the stop. Can't run a trap. Okay. At the 20-yard line. First and 10. We will, if all goes well tomorrow, Keith, we will do Miami and Cleveland from 86 Thursday at noon. That's the plan at the moment. But tomorrow will tell. So first and 10, 2.5 to go, clock running. Brown off tackle left. They're going to stick with it. They're not going to audible. Brown waits for a hole. He does. He gets inside the 15. Bentley with the tackle at the 12. Shifrath, sounds like something that Sylvester the Cat would say, made the big block, and it'll be 2nd and 2. Why that was hit, I don't know. Oh, no, I don't do that. Okay, you join where the Bills had the ball. No. I mean, this team should have won a Super Bowl. They got out-game planned by the Giants. I mean, of the 4 Buffalo teams that went to the Super Bowl, and trust me, chances 3 and 4 against the Cowboys were games we watched together as a family. Oh, boy. I'm not sure when Dad was alive he remembered the second half of either game. But Steve Tasker is one of his favorite players. It'll be 2nd and a short 2. Ernie Green on a dive from the 12. Gets a block, gets it across the 10. First down, Wright with the tackle at the 6. Jeff Wright makes the stop, and Ernie Green 3 carries for 25 yards. First and goal for the Browns from the 6. Can Brewer make a catch? Oh, Johnny Brewer actually does make catches. How about that? Let's try a short cross. First and goal from the 6. Ryan back to throw. Ryan loses the football. He is sacked. Shields knocks it out. Hickerson, the right guard, picked it up, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Let's watch it again. You see the fumble, and so we'll take it down. That's the end of the first quarter. After 1 here at Orchard Park, it's Buffalo 7, Cleveland nothing. This is a Retro Sports Special, a tribute to my dad, the 1990 Buffalo Bills and Cleveland Browns. And so there's the scoring. Kenneth Davis, 11 plays, 95 yards. 7:16 off the clock, and that was it. So a good defensive game. Jim Brown, 5 carries, 44 yards. Thurman Thomas, 4 carries for 19. So 2nd and goal from the Bills, 13. I'm going to take a drink. Okay. So now you're going to see Jim Brown. Going to run a Packer sweep to the left. Handoff from Ryan. Brown tries to find a seam. He's hit by Bentley at the 13. No gain. So it'll be 3rd and goal. Can Cleveland even go 3 wide? Well, I made it so they could. Hutchinson, who looks like he's doing an impression of a human pretzel, is up on the top of your screen. He can make a catch. We're going to go to Gary Collins on a medium slant. Ryan back to throw. Has time. He waits. Collins has a touchdown. Nate Odoms. No! He made the catch, but Odoms somehow saved the tackle. I have never seen that. 2 tight end set. They're going to go. Grossa says, I can kick. No, they're going to go. How did he not score? He crossed the goal line. Can I challenge that? I can't even challenge that. Anyway, Jim Brown, fullback dive. 2 tight end set. Handoff from Ryan, and Brown is in. Didn't get much more than just across the line, and Shane Conlon thought he made the tackle. It was a bad block, but Brown made his own hole, and it's 7-6. So 9 plays, 67 yards, and 6:33 off the clock. And Lou Groza's extra point is straight, true, and good. 13-22 to go in the half. It's Cleveland 7, Buffalo 7. Let's see. What can Brown do for you? Apparently can score. Oh, Keith White says the Redskins seem to get away with some early hits on the receivers in the next season's Super Bowl. I remember Levy yelling, "You were bought," to an official at the half. Well, maybe if Thurman Thomas hadn't left his helmet on the sideline. Anywho, Smith back deep to return. Edwards and Don Beebe are the up men. They stand at the 18. Buffalo has the win behind them here in the second quarter. Of course, they are in the red helmets with the blue streaking bill. White face mask, blue jerseys, white numbers, white pants. And the Browns are in brown jerseys with they're in white jerseys with brown numbers and orange helmets. And so here's the kick from Groza from the 30. Taken at the 12, across the 30, and Smith will be hit at the 39. That's Don Smith. And so the Bills, in a 7-7 tie, will start 13-13 to go in the half. It would have been interesting to see what Jim Brown could have done on the artificial turf. Of course, Jim Brown was smart enough to retire when he was healthy. He wanted to be an actor. He's in the Dirty Dozen, right? So 1st and 10 for the Bills on the Buffalo 39-yard line. They're going to try to chuck one here. Medium fly to Andre Reed. Kelly back to throw. He waits. He dumps it down to Thomas, who gets a gain of 8. Houston with a tackle on the dump play, and that's Thurman's third catch. So 2nd and 2 from the Bills 47. It's also in running man. Okay, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Thurman Thomas, trap right on 2nd and 2 from the 47. Gets a big block, first down. Inside Cleveland territory, and Parrish will trap him down at the 40-yard line. Bernie Parrish with his first tackle. Thomas, 5 carries, 32 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10, under 12 to go in the half. Off tackle right for Thomas. From the 40, gets another decent block. Paul Wiggin makes the tackle at the 36. That's his first tackle. And it'll be 2nd and 6 from there. Get to the chopper. Buffalo can run as Jamie Mueller comes in with Thomas. They can run 3 wide receivers. Cleveland, we're going to pretend can. Sweep right for Mueller. Kelly hands it off from the 36. Mueller across the line. First down and more inside the 25. And Schaffner makes a tackle at the 21. Jim Richter, the left guard, with a big block. And that's a gain of 15. 1st and 10 for Buffalo from the Cleveland 21. Brown was in a bunch of movies. Wasn't the world's best actor. But I'm sure because of his name recognition, especially in the 60s, made more money doing guest shots in movies than he ever did playing for Cleveland. 1st and 10 from the 21. Medium cross to James Lofton. Kelly wants a touchdown. He throws to Lofton at the 5, and that is 6. Touchdown, Buffalo. So Kelly with a strike to Lofton, who marches right in for the score. 5 plays, 61 yards, and James Lofton gives the Bills a 13-7 lead. So here's Norwood. That's good. 9:47 to go in the half. It is Buffalo 14, Cleveland 7. OJ was in the towering inferno. You're right. OJ made so much money. Of course, in the Naked Gun movies. And I remember him vaguely with Buffalo. I remember a Monday night game that they went to Buffalo just to show off OJ. That's how much the league loved him. And, of course, the Hurts ads when he jumped over things. They thankfully did not make Arnold Palmer do that. Green is back deep for Cleveland. Scales and Shorter, the upman. Norwood gets it away, and it's about an upman at the 15. He's across the 30, almost to the 40. Pull with the tackle. That's Scales on the return, given 23. So 1st and 10, 9:39 to go in the half. And it'll be Cleveland football on their own 37. Brown was a chaser named Fireball in Running Man. That's also the one where Richard Dawson plays the evil game show host, right? So 1st and 10 for the Brownies. Green will try a sweep to the right from the 37. He gets it to the 39, and Cornelius Bennett will make a tackle after a gain of 2. Yes. And Jesse the Body Ventura. That's one of those, if we still had independent TV channels that showed movies instead of infomercials, that one is just ripe for like an 11:30 Saturday night special, where you might enjoy a few adult beverages and other things. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Cleveland. This time Jim Brown will try a trap left side. Ryan hands it to him. Brown for 1st down. Conlon will make the tackle at the 48. Gain of 9. Wright had him wrapped up, and Brown got out of it. So Jim, 8 carries, 53 yards, and Conlon will get credit for the tackle. Cleveland has run it 12 times and thrown it 3. He gets strapped at the end and let it go. Gale Sayers actually played himself in Ryan's Song, which somehow was a late afternoon movie on HBO a lot in the mid and early 80s. I think I've seen it 1,000 times. I'm sure Gale Sayers was in that Chicago market for sure. And, of course, Dit Butkus. Gary Collins will go on a medium slant. 1st and 10 from the 48. And Bruce Smith got behind him and blindsided Frank Ryan. So Bruce Smith gets the sack. That's the second time that Ryan has tasted that yummy turf here at Rich Stadium. 2nd and 14 from the 44. Clock running, 7:54 to go. Jim Brown sweeps to the right. That's the call anyway. Waits for a block. 45. He gets into Buffalo territory. A gain of 12 before Cornelius Bennett makes the tackle. So Brown now has 9 carries for 65 yards. First James Caan movie you ever saw. How you doing, John? Good to have you. Long ball time. Thought about that. 3rd and 2. Let's get the first, and then we can worry about playing Chuck and Duck. Green on a dive. Can they get the 2 from the 44? No, they don't. Lodish brings him down, and that'll be a punt. You're not going to go for it on 4th and 2. 6:14 clock running. And so Gary Collins into this wind on a cold day in Orchard Park, 23 degrees. Winds in his face about 10 miles an hour. So they'll punt this deep, looking more like a touch. Oh, there's a flag down. It's a touchback if it holds. And it'll hold, so no flag. They pick it up. 5:28 first half. Buffalo 14, Cleveland 7. Rollball is a good movie. Okay, I'll take your word for it. So 1st and 10 for the 90 Bills. They lead 14-7. Thomas and Mueller in the backfield. Reed and Lofton the wide receivers. And McKellar the tight end. Mueller, short little dumper in the flat on the near side. He's got it at the snow. He dropped it. My goodness, he dropped it. He had it at the 16. I think he looked upfield. And you can't do that. You can't run forward until you have it in possession. Let's go, Nordberg. Ooh, Ray Nitschke was in the longest yard but got hit by Burt Reynolds in a bad spot. I wonder where that could be. Was it the bald spot on top of Ray Nitschke's head? No. 2nd and 10 for Thurman Thomas. He will try a trap to the right. Handoff from Kelly from the 20. Thomas is hit by Parrish at the 23. Give him 3, and it's 3rd and 7. And so on 3rd down, they're going to stay in a 2 wide receiver set. Medium cross to Andre Reed. Kelly has time. Reed runs his route. He's got it. 1st down. At the 36, a gain of 13. Parrish with his 3rd tackle, and that's the first catch for Andre Reed. Bills are 7-9 for 73 yards passing. They're going to go to Reed again. On a long fly, Kelly has all day. He rolls right. He throws it deep, and it is caught by Mueller. He threw the bomb to Mueller instead, and Jamie somehow got out there by himself and got a 36-yard catch out of that. Nordberg with the chalk outline floating on the water. So let's watch this one more time. Kelly just bought time, and Mueller just snuck out of the backfield and kept meandering down the field. And so it's 1st and 10 for the Bills on the Cleveland 28. Thomas. Off tackle right. 1st and 10. Handoff from Kelly. He goes to the near sideline. Hit by Parrish at the 24. Give him 4. So 2:53 clock running. 2nd and 6. Kelly and company sitting on the Cleveland 24. Reed on a medium slant. Kelly to throw. He's got time. He throws it down, and Parrish was all over Reed. And so with 2:18 to go, it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Bills. And they definitely are in Norwood territory here. Thomas in the backfield. He'll block. Kelly moves out of the gun. Don Beebe joins Andre Reed on the near side as a receiver. Beebe. Short slant. They need 6. Kelly has time. He throws. Beebe's got it. 10-5. Touchdown. Wow. Didn't expect that. He found the seam. He found the route. And he got 6. And the Bills go up 20-7. 24 yards on that. Let's watch it again. I mean, Kelly didn't have much pressure on him, and he found Don Beebe. Cleveland was playing a 4-2 tight nickel, and Beebe just beat it. Extra point from Norwood is good. 2:08 to go in the first half. Buffalo, Buffalo 21, Cleveland 7. So Green is back deep. Scales and Shorter. A little more scoring to show you at the end of the half. I wonder if Frank Drebin would have been a questionable umpire. Oh, my God. I don't know. What's Angel Hernandez's rating? Norwood from the 30 puts it in play. Green from the 8 to the 20. Into the 24 by Hale. It's a 17-yard return, 1:56. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Browns. Buffalo, by the way, will get the football to start the second half. Collins on a medium fly. Ryan has time. He throws it down to Green as a receiver, and Green was double covered. So incomplete. Only the 4th pass of the ball game for the Browns. 2nd and 10. Now we'll do a screen to Green. Far side. Ryan throws. Complete 20. 1st down across the 30. Conlon at the 34. Gain of 10. And Blanton Collier tells his troops to go into a hurry-up. Dumper down to Brown. This is going to go nowhere. Ryan's going to scramble. Ryan runs it for 5 yards. Conlon makes the tackle. $1:08 to go. And Cleveland will call their first timeout from the 39. They're going into the wind, and for Lou Groza, remember, although he could boom it, the goalposts are not on the goal line. They're on the end line. So you would think, where we're 10, 20, 30, 35 yards, but they can, 2 timeouts left. College basketball started? Yeah, it is November. Once again, Brown in the flat is the call, and once again, it's not going to work. Ryan's going to scramble. He gets it across midfield. It's a gain of 12, and Leonard Smith with the tackle. 56 seconds. They run to the line. Kreitling. Short out. Ryan this time will throw. He does, and it's incomplete. So the clock will stop with 40 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Cleveland 16 carries as a team for 109 yards. Ryan 3 of 6 for 49 and has been sacked twice. All right, let's try Green the short flat. Ryan throws one way, goes down to Brown, who has it, and he got the first down. 27 seconds. Cleveland will call time. We're going to do a head out of bounds. 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 39. Too far for Groza. They can stop it once more. Medium out to Kreitling. Ryan this time has time. He checks it down near his sideline. Incomplete. So Ryan just kind of looks around. 21 seconds to go. Groza says, I really need about 20 more yards. Can you do that? Maybe 15. Medium slant for Gary Collins. Ryan back to throw. He does. Collins dropped it. Nate Odoms with a hit on third. Now it'll be 3rd and 10. And Collins dropped the football. You think no, not that Gary Collins. We already made that joke. It's not that Gary Collins. So 3rd and 10, 14 seconds. They got a timeout. They don't need to head out of bounds. They will bring the human pretzel Hutchinson back in the game. Medium slant to Kreitling is the call. Ryan is rushed. He rolls right. He flips it down. It's going to be a first down as Brown gets 10. And they don't get the timeout. They had one in the pocket and can't use it. Oy vey. 30 minutes in the books here in Buffalo, or Orchard Park, if you will. Buffalo to get the football. And it is Buffalo 21, Cleveland 7. And so before we show you some dad picks, let's tell you the scoring in the second quarter. Jim Brown plunged in on 4th and 1 to make it 7-7, capping a 10-play, 67-yard drive. And then Kelly went to work in the air. 21-yarder to Lofton, and then a 24-yarder to Beebe on 3rd down, capped a 7-play, 80-yard drive. Yards, Cleveland's defense has not been that. 236 for Buffalo, 167 for Cleveland. Ryan 5 for 10 for 69 yards. Kelly 9 for 12 for 133, and he's almost playing a perfect game. Brown 9 carries, 65. Thomas 8 carries for 43. Cleveland playing more like the 2019 version. That's the 63 version of the Browns, but yep, that was kind of an unforced error. I'm not sure that would have gone for a kick anyway, but yeah. All right, I'm going to take off the chat for a second, although you can continue to chat, and I'm going to share a couple pictures. All right, so the man on the left is who we're honoring tonight. I had never seen this picture until tonight, and yes, it is taken by a garbage can. I had an uncle who took this picture. The lovely woman on, with people leaving, come on, really? The lovely woman on the right is my mother. That's a great shot of her, by the way. Like I said, I never saw that before. And so that's Dad on the left, drinking something. It's not a beer. Looking good. Not sure when that was shot. But good stuff all the way through. And this picture was the last family gathering that we did all together. So it was the holiday party in 2015. Great shot of Mom and Dad. Look how happy they are. You see my wife Sarah and me. Next to Sarah is my sister Mina. Man, my middle sister Jessie's not there. The one all the way over on the right is my sister Cassie, her husband Tim, their daughter on Tim's lap. Their son is the one facing the camera, and Mina and her husband Curran's son is on the floor. So that was the last time we were all together, and that's just a great shot. It's my cover shot on Facebook. So there you go, some family pictures to share, and just a wonderful guy. All right, we ready for the second half? Let's do this. It's 21-7 Buffalo. So Cleveland will kick. It'll be Smith back deep, Edwards and Beebe to return. Jim Brown, man, I can't believe they couldn't get a timeout. So the kick, Groza puts it in play, taken by Buffalo, 35-40, 45. Gooseby makes a tackle. Smith with the return. Don Smith, the return of 27. That was a short kick into the wind. And Buffalo with great field position. Starts the second half from their own 48. Thomas and Mueller in the backfield. Reed and Lofton the wide receivers. McKellar the tight end. Kelly, of course, your quarterback. Ballard and Wolford your tackles. Richter and Davis the guards. And Ken Hall the center. For Cleveland, it's a 4-3. Glaston, Wiggin the ends. Geen and Clark the tackles. Fiss and Houston the outside linebackers. Costello the inside linebacker. Parrish and Fichtner the corners. Benz and Schaffner are your safeties. 1st and 10 from the 48. Thomas, trap left on first down. Gets it. Nope. He is hit by Schaffner after a gain of 1, 49-yard line. And again, can't run any more traps. 1st and 10 for, or 2nd and 9 for the Bills. Cold day in Buffalo. 23 degrees. Winds at 5 to 15 miles an hour. And you could just hand off to Brown on every play. Not sure how many carries he had. I'm trying not to overuse Jim Brown. Like that matters in a game like this. 2nd and 9. Can't overuse Andre Reed. Medium slant to him. And Cleveland didn't like what they saw. And they call time. 14-21. 21-7 Bills. We're hoping for Thursday. But, I will be posting a video tomorrow which explains everything that I've learned in the last 24 hours about Action PC. So thrilled. This time, Thomas is going to go on a sweep to the far side from the 49. It gets across midfield. Wiggin will bring him down at the 47, a gain of 4. It was so much fun, Sports Sims. My middle sister isn't there. I didn't realize it when I pulled it. I meant to pull one with all of us, and so I apologize to her and my niece that's not there. But yeah, they were so happy. We got together at my place 3 or 4 times like that during the holidays, and he just loved it so much. All right, 3rd and 5. McKellar, short cross. Kelly back to throw it. He does, and it's a dump down, I believe, to Thomas for a gain of 1. And so Cleveland gets pretty much a 3 and out. So all that field position does Buffalo nothing. And so Rick Darn Tootin comes punting out. Schaffner is back for Cleveland. But this will be a sideline punt. Buffalo has the win as they're going right to left. Rolls out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Cleveland from their own 11. Brown and Green are your running backs. Collins and Kreitling are your wide receivers. Brewer is your tight end. And Frank Ryan is your quarterback. Paul Ryan is the former congressman from the Speaker of the House from Wisconsin. Sharaffith and Brown are your tackles. Wooten and Hickerson, the guards, and Morrow is your center. For Buffalo, defensively, Smith and Seals, your ends. Wright, the tackle. The linebackers, Talley and Bennett on the outside. Conlon and Bentley on the inside. Odoms and Jackson, your corners. And Kelso and Smith are your free safeties. 1st and 10 for Browns. The Browns on the 11. Sweep right for Jim Brown, near side from the 11. He's hit behind the line by Conlon. How about that? It's a loss of 2. I don't know yet what we'll do for a Thanksgiving game. We'll certainly do one. I forgot who they play. There is rumors, Mr. Demos, that there has been a strike. And we may not have lost 3 weeks. We'll see. We're negotiating as we speak. But there will be a Thanksgiving game. 2nd and 12. Brown on a short... Nope, Ryan's going to scramble. And he gets it across the 10. First down, 25, 28-yard line. So a gain of 19. And Frank Ryan got a huge hole from the right guard. Gene Hickerson, and Frank Ryan has helped this Cleveland team run it for 126 yards. And the award, turkey leg to the MVP, goes to me. I'm the one that calls all this stuff. I want the damn turkey leg. And throw in some stuffing. My wife's so good. Sarah stuffs the bird. We put it in a bag. It cooks for 2.5 hours. And the coma is so worth it. Jim Brown. Trap left from the 28. He gets a flag. He gets across the 30. Tally with a tackle at the 33. A gain of
holding 5. Offense. Number 83. 10-yard penalty.
It's on the tight end Brewer, and that will negate the 5-yard penalty. And it'll make it 1st and 20 from the Cleveland 18 instead. Draw play. Jim Brown. Nope, Ryan botches the handoff. The ball is loose. Pike forces the fumble, and Ryan got it back. Frank Ryan must have been trying to base the turkey because Butterfingers couldn't hold on to that snap. 2nd and 21. Sweep far side for Jim Brown from the 17 across the 20. Cuts to the sideline, hit by Odoms at the 24. A gain of 7. Brown 11 carry, 70 yards. It's 3rd and 14. Brown's going out as a wide receiver. Hutchinson's in the game. Well, we'll see. Dallas is one of the teams that is the team that has caused my mischief in the 86 replay. Medium slant to Jim Brown. Ryan rolls right. He throws deep. He's got a man. He's got Gary Collins for a gain of 25. 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 49. So Ryan didn't scramble this time, thankfully, for Cleveland fans. He went to the sidelines. He made a catch. And it's a 1st and 10 from midfield. Detroit usually, I don't know who they played. Dallas played Seattle, and Detroit played Green Bay. You probably would see Dallas and Seattle. Detroit is decent. Green Bay is not. And Seattle is kind of pushing for a playoff spot, depending on what the hell happens with my season. Trap left Jim Brown from the 49. He gets across midfield. 45. He's hit by Bennett. A gain of 6. 2nd and 4. How you doing, Kurt Berglund? So 1st and 10 for Cleveland, or 2nd and 4 for Cleveland on the Bills' 45. And Mr. Brown has 12 carries on 76 yards. You think it got under Paul Brown's skin that many people thought the team was named after Jim? Ernie Green. Trap right. 2nd and 4 from the 45. Does not get a block right. Makes a tackle at the 45. It'll be 3rd down. On this Thanksgiving, they do. They play the Buffalo. Usually have company eating dinner at that point. Usually it's a Lions game I'll watch. And our company usually comes late. 3rd and 4. Johnny Brewer. Short slant to the tight end. Ryan is waiting for his route to open up. It does. And Mark Kelso got a piece of it. So from the 45, 6:42 to go. Cleveland with the wind. Will punting into the wind. We'll try to hope to pin the Bills deep. Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched the 3rd game. When that started, I was working at the sports store and opened the store on Black Friday, which usually meant waking up at 4 in the morning. Guess what I was not doing Thanksgiving night? And of course, there are some years, as Gary Collins will punt us deep, that either Thanksgiving was my birthday or Black Friday was my birthday. It was also my dad's birthday, by the way, since we're honoring him tonight. We shared a birthday, 22 years apart. Collins is back to punt, and he got, that will roll dead at the 3-yard line. How about that? A punt of 42. Are they playing this weekend? No. Well, it's the 1963 Browns and the 1990 Bills, so this is most definitely not a preview of this weekend, but thanks for coming in. The John Madden turducken. You see, you stuff a turkey, a boneless turkey, inside a boneless chicken, and you put it in a duck. And somehow you sew 6 or 7 legs on the turkey, and you just give it to, boom, the entire offensive line. That's great, John. Do I get a piece? You get a piece of the duck. Okay, John. 1st and 10 for the Bills from their own 3. 6.5 to go, 3rd quarter. Thomas. Fullback dive. Give from Kelly. He gets to the 5. There's a flag down. Gain of 2 if it holds.
Holding. Offense.
It won't hold.
Number 69.
So Will Wolford, the right tackle, gets called for the hold. And it'll be 1st and 12 from the Buffalo 1. 2 tight end set. Metzelaars joins McKellar. Thomas and Davis in the backfield. And Andre Reed is just kind of sitting out there like window dressing in the end zone. Kenneth Davis. Off tackle left from the goal line. He gets it. Does he get out? Well, he got out to the 1, but just barely. 2nd and 12. And the fans get zip. You're making me hungry for turkey. So 2nd and 12 from the 1. Thomas. Fullback dive from the end zone. He gets out. He'll get it to the 7. And Bob Gain stopped the gain at the 7. So a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd and 6. Summerall and Brookshire were a fun pair. Now they go 3 wide. BB's out there. Thomas. Short pass in the flat. And I don't know what the heck that was. It was knocked down by Parker, and the Bills go 3 and out. The announcer is not a pumpkin pie fan. 4th and 6. And so Buffalo will be punting from their own end zone. Rick Tootin will come out. Cleveland needed a 3 and out, and they got it. Yeah, I'll just take the whipped cream. There's a lovely Facebook meme of whipped cream on a pumpkin pie, and there's a sliver of pumpkin pie under a mountain of whipped cream, and that is my favorite way to eat pumpkin pie. Dad liked apple pie. Dad also claimed he didn't like dessert. Mom would say that was not true. Schaffner will stand about at midfield. Tootin gets the punt away. Schaffner driven back to his 43. Gets across midfield. The ball is loose, and your guess is as good as mine as what's going on here. And Linger got it back, so it's a return to 7. I won't show the replay. Drained, by the way. Knocked it loose, and so Cleveland will start. No, it's Buffalo football. So let's watch it again. Buffalo takes over at the Cleveland 49. Cleveland turned it over. Cherry pie is good. Careful with that joke. Since it was normally a birthday, there were lots of years we did cake. My grandfather was one of those people that liked sharp cheddar cheese and apple pie. We live in the north, so I've never done a sweet potato pie. But I know you live in Richmond, so I know that's a tradition there. I was in my late 30s when I heard of people eating lasagna on Thanksgiving. Turkey and lasagna. Can you think of two more labor-intensive things that don't go together in an oven? If Sports Time Machine is here, he could tell me why I'm wrong about that. Anyway, 1st and 10, 4:38 to go. Buffalo following the turnover. Excuse me. Davis is back in the game with Thomas in the backfield. And around Andre Reed. Tries to go to the far sideline. Will not get a block. In fact, Galen Fisk will chase him down for a loss of 7. 2nd and 17. Buffalo now has it on their own 44. You almost do need 3 ovens for Thanksgiving alone. So 2nd down and long following that busted play. Thurman Thomas on a draw from the 44. He gets it to the line of scrimmage before Parker makes a tackle at the 45. Frank Parker, that's his 3rd. Cleveland was playing a prevent. Now Buffalo will go 3 wide. Beebe back in the ball game. Kelly will work out of the gun. Thomas will block. Reed will try a long slant. Kelly has time. Kelly has protection. He rolls right. He looks. He has all day. He throws. Intercepted by Benz, who runs it deep into Buffalo territory. He's tackled at the 30, and Larry, not Mercedes-Benz, puts Cleveland right on scoring position again. So in a sense, they trade turnovers. Here it is again. Kelly rolled to his right. He threw to his left, and that was intercepted by Benz. And he'll spot it at the Buffalo 30. 1st and 10, Browns in business. 2:59 to go, 3rd quarter. Off tackle right for Jim Brown. Gets to the 25. 1st down and more. Cornelius Bennett trying to knock it out of Brown's hands. It's a gain of 13. They'll spot it 1st and 10 at the 17. All right. You are not wrong. Half my mom's side of the family is Italian, and he had to have something on the table with red sauce. I don't get it. I mean, if that's what you did, that's what you did. My parents were not big turkey fans. My dad deep fried a turkey one year. That was good. Carrot souffle once. Ooh, what was in that? We went on and had lasagna, salad, and rolls. Yeah, you're not doing that. Was there a Golden Girls type show? Yes, hot in Cleveland. Terry Joseph says, go Bills. Valerie Bertinelli, nummy. All right, 1st and 10, 17-yard line. Following John Brown, by the way, made that big hole for Jim Brown. 21-7, latter stages of the 3rd quarter. Gary Collins on a medium cross. Ryan back to throw. He's got time. He's got Collins, but there is no catch, and it'll be 2nd and 10, 2 minutes to go. Drew Carey show was based in Cleveland because Drew Carey grew up in Cleveland. So Ryan now 6 of 13 for 94 yards. Jim Brown will try a sweep. Oh, we're going to flag. Somebody moved.
False start.
Blanton Collier's not a
Offense.
happy camper.
Number 70.
It's on a Brown.
5-yard penalty
for the Browns.
Repeat, 2nd down.
Which Brown? That's the tackle Brown, not the running back Brown. So back up the Browns to the 22. Valerie Burton, Ellie Mipp. That is true. We are not going there. This is supposed to be a nice family-friendly thingy. But you're right. In the CBS Sunday night movie. Ernie Green this time. We'll try a pitch to the left side. Ryan delivers it. Green across the 20. Hit by Bruce Smith at the 15. It's a gain of 7. Leonard Smith and Shafrath. Someone will tell me in the comments how to pronounce that. And I don't know if it's all as played or not. You can always change that, in the game. Anywho, it'll be 3rd and 8 from the Bills' 15. 21-10 Buffalo. Browns have it. The teams traded turnovers. Clock running, 1:46 to go in the 3rd. Kreitling. Medium cross. Ryan has all day. He throws. Kreitling is in the end zone. Touchdown. So the Browns have made this potentially a one-score game. 4 plays, 30 yards, 1:58. And 1:01 off the clock. Touchdown. So here's the extra point. It is good. So Lou Groza bangs it through, and with $1:01 to go in the 3rd quarter. One-score game. Buffalo 21, Cleveland 14. You pronounced that right? He's from Worcester. Okay. How you doing, Bobby Catalano? And RJL518, who is doing the 86 Mets replay in this channel. How are you? See, at least that Worcester is spelled right. Spells the way it sounds. Smith is back. Don Smith is back to return. Edwards and Beebe. The Upman. Groza puts it away. Taken by Smith at the 18. He gets it to the 44. It's a tackle by Houston and a gain of 27. So 1st and 10, 48 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Thurman Thomas on a trap to the right. Handoff from Kelly across the 45. Parker makes the stop right on the ear hole of the Bills helmet logo. 37 seconds to go. They're going to try to run a play here. 13 carries for Thomas for 61 yards. Lofton. Medium slant. There will be a play. Kelly, as the gun sounds, throws. Lofton's got it. 1st and 10. Fickner with the tackle at the 33. It's a gain of 17. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Cleveland has made this a game again. With 15 to go. Buffalo 21. Cleveland 14. And this is Retro Sports Network, a tribute to my dad. The 63 Browns and the 90 Buffalo Bills. Ryan to Kreitling was the score, and I'll take a sip while you take a look at the other stats. Your 84 Dolphins replay needs help. Well, remember, you beat the Bears. So glad to have all of you along this evening. And we start the 4th quarter. Buffalo 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 33. They lead 21-14. Let's see. That was a pass to Lofton. Okay. Thomas. Trap left. 1st and 10. Handoff from Kelly. Thomas is stood up at the line by Costello. It'll be second down. First tackle for Vince Costello. Buffalo working it right to left. They are now into the wind. So Lou Groza will have a helping wind here in the fourth quarter. Second down. Davis. Fullback dive from the 33. Handoff from Kelly. Gets it across the 30. Costello with the tackle at the 28. Gain of 5. Oh, yeah. David Baseball Doubles, by the way, is 10 subs short of 1,000. And what happens in 1,000 subs? You get to stream live on your cell phone. Lowest scoring game. No one has an eating problem on Thanksgiving, Keith. It's the next day when I pour out the gravy and the turkey and the stuffing and put it on a hot buttered English muffin. That is called diabetic coma. Third down and 5, by the way, from the 28 of Cleveland. Andre Reed. Medium slant. Kelly back to throw. He's got time. He's waiting for Reed. Reed's open at the 20. He's got a first down. Parrish with the tackle. Gain of 10. And it's first and 10 from the Cleveland 18. Buffalo hoping they're going for the last nail in the coffin score here. Thomas will sweep it to the right from the 18. He will not get anything as Paul Wiggin knocks him down at the 21. Cleveland played for the run. They watched for Thurman Thomas, and Paul Wiggin delivered. And so in that case, we knew exactly what Brown could do for you. Second and 13. Under 12 to go. Fourth quarter. One score game. Al, Red Sox fan, how are you, my friend? So here's Lofton on a medium cross. This is trouble. Kelly's going to scramble, and he is brought down by Glass. And that's the first time that Kelly has been sacked today. 3rd and 16 for the Bills. From the Cleveland 24. And it kind of goes without saying there are not a lot of good plays on 3rd and 16. And don't eat the gum. Do not eat the gum. It would be a shame if you got some sort of poisoning after you got 1,000 subscribers. Reed. Need 16? Long slant. Kelly has time. He runs around the pocket, goes down to a second choice. Lofton hit at the 17, gain of 7. Kelly having a good game, 13 of 18 for 168. And out comes Scott Norwood into this win. This will be from 34. And, of course, Sports Time Machine says, oh, yeah, I'll watch that. Of course, I'd watch too, but Norwood, 60% chance. Gets a foot on it. It's drifting left, but good. So 10:59 to go. 9 plays, 39 yards. On the drive, 10:14 to go in the football game. Buffalo 24, Cleveland 14. That gum was still about a month after it came off the market. I have an uncle, I won't show you a picture of, that would buy me the cartridge so he could eat the gum that was stale. I'm glad that you've recovered, RJL 518. 518 being the 518 area code, or is that a license plate or a postal code from someplace else? Anywho, Green is back deep. Scales and Shorter are the up men. This one will go to Green at the 14, taken to the 20. The ball, 25, where Bailey will make the tackle, 1st and 10. 10:02 to go. Ryan's having a decent game. Short flat to Jim Brown, near side. Ryan's going to throw it this time. Or not. Dumped it to Green, and Darryl Talley will break it up. Birthday. Oh, 518, May 18th. Okay. Yeah, sleep. Actually recording a box break tonight. 91 Donruss Studio. Yep, and they kind of look like senior pictures, too. Jimmy Brown. Fullback dive from the 25. Gets a hole. A first down over the 35-40, and Mark Kelso hit him at the 41. And on a game where we wanted Jim Brown to do well, he breaks 100 yards. 14 carries for 105. So 9:41 to go. Cleveland needs 2 scores, but they have the win behind them. Gary Collins, who will not take Mary Ann Mobley's calls anymore. Medium slant. Ryan to throw it. He's waiting. He's got Collins open over midfield. Oh, or not. He was doubled. And that will go nowhere. 2nd and 10. A cheap $5 box. Well, yeah, that would fit even my budget. Ernie Green. Sweep right side to the near side. Gets the handoff 40, 45, first down into Buffalo territory. The ball is loose, and Jim Brown recovers it. So Nate Odoms knocked it out of Green's hands, and Brown fell on it at the Buffalo 42. Early 90s Bobby is not expensive. Gary's brother Tom was a tall drink of water. Oh, actually, I think he was a tall drink of gin, wasn't he? However, at the old Italian restaurant next to where I live, you could get a watered-down Tom Collins. 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 42 for Cleveland. Jim Brown, trap left. Hand off, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage by Cornelius Bennett. My $5 box is a Fairfield box, 100 cards. Okay. 87 through 93 tops, except for Series 1 of 93. Fleer and Donruss are, well, it's dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. 2nd and 10, they're kind of keying on Brown, aren't they? Kreitling. Medium cross. Ryan will throw. He does. Kreitling can't get there. Jackson blanketed him, and it'll be 3rd and 10. So Ryan just isn't really finding anybody. He's now 7-17 for 109. Short slant to the tight end Brewer. Ryan has time. Ryan gets it down to Green, I believe. He won't get the first down. He will gain 4. So 4th and 6 from the Bills 38. Groza says, I can't do it from here, Chief. Oh, because of the Bill Ripken error and the Fleer. Overpriced being a relative term, you might be able to get it for like $20. But you're right, there are exceptions to that. The 90 Fleer, which I think is the ugliest modern card ever made, looked like a runny can of macaroni and cheese. 4th and 6 from the 38. Green on a short flat. They're going. He goes to the far sideline. He's got it. Now can he get the first down? He does, across the 30. Darryl Talley makes a tackle at the 23. A gain of 15, and it's 1st and 10. I mean, am I right on that? I mean, those 90 Fleers are just the epitome of ugly. 1st and 10, 6:24. 76 tops is your favorite set. Okay, I like that one, and I forgot what the 15s look like. Brown's going to sweep it to the right, to the near side, hopes for a hole. Across the 20. First down, inside the 10, cuts up the middle and scores. He got around the tackle. Gene Hickerson ripped open the block, and we're going to have a field goal game. So what can Brown do for you? Well, he can score and run for 128 yards. How about that? Oh, 91 Fleer was the awful yellow. You knew what I was talking about, though. That stuff is still rolling off the press. Here's the extra point by Groza. That's good. And so, 5:32 to go. If the game is tied, there will be an overtime. It is Buffalo 24, Cleveland 21. And so, here comes the kick from Groza. Going to be taken by an Upman at the 5. He gets to the 20, 30, and is hit by Houston at the 38. 90 Donruss was off already. The Aquases were blue. But they weren't as bad as the 91 Fleer. They weren't much better, but they weren't as bad as the Fleer, in my opinion. All right, 5:21 to go. 24-21 Buffalo. First and 10, their own 38. Thomas. Trap right. Handoff from Kelly. 40, 45. He gets in the secondary. Schaffner with a tackle at the 49. It's a first down. Larry Harris says, last week I found some NFL Pro Set 90 football cards I forgot I had. My mom got me. My brother and I are going to open them right before Thanksgiving. That's cool, as he's coming to town. Bobby, that's a $5 box, too. The score stuff and the Pro Set football and hockey. Cheap, cheap stuff. 5:06 clock running. Davis. Trap left. Handoff from Kelly. Davis gets it to midfield and into Cleveland territory. Spotted at the 49. 4:21 to go. That's what it's all about, my friends. Lofton. Short slant. Kelly trying to keep Cleveland honest. Waits, throws, and that's incomplete down to Davis, and the clock will stop with 3:42 to go. 3rd and 8. You got to throw here. Andre Reed on a medium cross. Kelly to throw it. Flag is down. Kelly is sacked by Gain for a loss of 6.
Holding offense. Number 65.
And the holding penalty never happened. And so now, 3.5 to go. Kelly took the bad sack. And now you got to get Groza into field goal range. Remember, Cleveland took a timeout early. They have 2 left. Tootin will punt it deep, hoping to set Cleveland back inside their 15. Returned at the 18. Is that ball loose again? I think it is. I think Buffalo's recovered it. Richter does recover it. It's a 39-yard punt. And so Schaffner bobbled it. Gardner drilled him. And Richter fell on it at the Cleveland 16. And, yep. Rick Tootin, darn Tootin. Here's the replay. Oh, yeah, the card channels when they can't pronounce the names. Even of the modern players, what are you collecting it for if you don't know the new names? So Buffalo gets another live. 3:22 to go in the football game. 24-21. Ball in the Cleveland 16. Thurman Thomas. Sweeps left. Near sideline. He gets a block. He gets it to the 10. Bob Gain makes the tackle at the 9. And that's a stop. Gain of 7 yards. Kent Hall the center with the big block. 3:09 to go. 8:30 tomorrow night, by the way. So this time tomorrow night. Super secret stream. Live. Shh. Not telling the reason, but live. So from the 9. Davis, 2nd and 3. Will go on a dive. Handoff from Kelly. He is hit at the 10. Glass will make the tackle, no gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Buffalo will run it down to the 2-minute warning. 2 to go here in Orchard Park. Buffalo 21, Cleveland 20, Buffalo 24, Cleveland 21. So what do you do here on 3rd and 3? Thomas says, I really don't think so. He's going to get trapped to the right. Kelly gives it to him. Waits for the seats to part. Not going to happen. No gain. Parker makes a tackle at the 9. Cleveland will call timeout. 1 timeout remaining. You bowl tomorrow night. make sure to watch. It'll be fun. I need to do an Al Red Sox fan tribute game. Yep. Gubaza and Bob Stanley. So Norwood with right to hold and hold a snap. This will be into the wind from 26 yards. Norwood boots it. Good. So we got ourselves a 6-point game. 1:45 to go. First kickoff coming here. Buffalo 27, Cleveland 21. Green back deep to return. He's going to take it at the 18. He gets to the 30. He's hit at the 37 by Munger. So they have one timeout. They have 92 seconds left. And they're going to work Ryan out of the gun. You would think that they need to get... Oh, goodness gracious. 10, 20, 30, 35 yards to give Groza. Well, they need a touchdown. Screw that. They go 3 wide. Hutchinson is off the top with Kreitling, or Collins. Kreitling is at the bottom of your screen. Collins. Medium hitch. Ryan from the gun. He's got time. He's going to scramble. 40, 50. Well, almost the 50. He's hit the 48. A gain of 11. They go hurry up. Clock running. Kreitling on a medium slant. Ryan rolls to his left. Throws to his right. Hutchinson makes the catch after a gain of 6. 45 seconds left. Gotta go long. Collins. They need that clock to stop. He rolls. He flips it down to Kreitling, who steps out with 21 seconds to go. From the Buffalo 41. So it's 2 plays. They need a touchdown. Medium out to Collins. Ryan throws. Collins has it. Does he get out? He got out at the 29. 11 seconds left. Ryan is 12 for 22 for 151 yards. Cleveland ran it. They ran it for 225 yards today. It won't do any good if they can't get it in here. So you can look at Jim Brown all you want, but right now the game is with Frank Ryan and his arm. Kreitling on a bomb. Ryan throws it down to a running back. I don't think so. Brown runs it down to the 17, and they are out of time. And the Buffalo Bills, no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills, hold off the Cleveland Browns 27-21. And so I think the old man would be happy with that. Jim Kelly, 13-19 for 168. Frank Ryan, really for an early 60s quarterback, played well. 13 for 23 for $163. Jim Brown, 16 carries, 128 yards, and 2 scores. And the scoring in the fourth quarter, 2 Norwood field goals and a Brown run sandwiched around in. And so I want to say thank you to all of you for coming in to watch. And instead of whatever's, we're going to leave you with the 2 pictures that I showed you at the half. And so, Dad, I love you. And wherever you are, I hope that you are in good spirits. And we'll talk to you again, hopefully. Well, not personally, but, you know, your birthday's coming up and you'd have been 70 this year. And so maybe this is why this one stings a little bit more. But love you, Guy. And for the rest of you, thank you so much for indulging me. We'll do we got 2 things going on tomorrow. The resolution of whatever's going on with my 1986 replay issue, and then the super secret stream. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. So here's my dad and my mom. I said, I hadn't seen this picture before tonight. That's a good one. Forget the fact that they're by a garbage can. Good shot of them. And with apologies to my middle sister, Jessie, who I did not realize when I grabbed it was not in that picture, a shot of the last time that we were all together for a holiday.